about remaining questions and some doubts which were asked by the students. So let's start our questions and doubts. So let's begin with very short answers type question. First question is there: write two advantages of computer. Now, what are the two advantages? There are many advantages. First, nowadays we are able to connect with the internet with the help of computer. Second, we can store vast amount of information and reduce waste. Means we can organize data. We can remove the unwanted data easily. Now it helps sort, organize and search through the information. Means we can organize the information. It helps to do that. Okay, so now next question: write two limitations of computer. What are the two limitations of computer? That computer cannot think, computer have no IQ. So let's do it. No self intelligence is there. Computer does not have intelligence of its own to complete the task. They give wrong output if input given by humans are wrong. So it is the basic first limitation, that if someone gives wrong input, it will give wrong output. Now, what is second limitation? It cannot think. No thinking, no decision power, no decision making power is there. And we all know that whatever we program, computer works according to that. The computer cannot think by itself. Now, no feeling, lack of feeling is another limitation of computer. So you understood very well. Now next question: what is the use of ALU, arithmetical logical unit? So students, we know that arithmetical logical unit performs two functions. Basically, first function is it takes logical decisions, okay, and it calculates arithmetical, it operate or perform arithmetical operations. An arithmetical logical unit is a digital circuit used to perform arithmetic and logical operations. It represents the fundamental building block of the central processing unit of a computer. Okay, so you have understood that ALU is an important part of a CPU. Now name the two types of storage unit. There are two types of storage unit: primary storage unit and secondary storage unit. Now we are moving to the next question: name two places where supercomputers are used. We all know that we use supercomputers in weather forecasting and scientific research. So you can write these two. Okay, now short answers type questions. So here we have to focus. Write a short note on Blu-ray disc. Everyone knows there is a device, disc, that is Blu-ray disc. It is a storage device. Okay, so with the help of Blu-ray disc, we can store huge amount of data. According to the question, if we solve this, Blu-ray disc is an optical disc format such as CD and DVD. It was developed for recording and playing back high definition video and for storing large amount of data. While a CD can hold 700 MB of data and a basic DVD can hold 4.7 GB of data, a single Blu-ray disc can hold up to 25 GB of data. So student, here we have to focus that a Blu-ray disc can store much more data than a DVD. DVD can store only 4.7 GB, but Blu-ray disc can store 25 GB. Dual side Blu-ray disc can store 50 GB data. So after this we have another question, that if any optical device which is developed after Blu-ray disc and more better than Blu-ray disc, if is there? Yes, there is another Blu-ray, what we say, another device is there, that is known as HVD. So let's assume as a question, what is HVD? Here, holographic versatile disk. The HVD is a holographic versatile disk, is an optical disk technology developed between April 2004 and mid 2008 that can store up to several terabytes of data on an optical disk 10 centimeter or 12 centimeter in diameter. The reduced radius reduces cost. Okay, so the material used in this, it will reduce, and we can say that we have used less amount of material in comparison to other storage device. It can hold more than 6 terabyte. Students, focus here. It can hold more than 6 terabyte. 1 terabyte equals to 1024 GB. 1024 GB means gigabyte. So in comparison to other storage device, it is much more than Blu-ray disc and other storage device. So you have to understand this also. HVD is new technology which is generated after Blu-ray disc, and it is the best technology, best optical device which we are using in current time. Okay, now explain IPU cycle with the help of example. So student, IPU cycle already I explained in previous video. Once again, just we are writing the answer. The entire process that involves input, process and output action is said to be IPU cycle. So you can write the answer from your book also, what are the basic units of and what are the basic functions. So it is given there, the basic principle of which computer works on is input, process, then output. So the whole diagram is there, and you can define it: input, process, output, storage, whatever you want. Okay, so this was the answer. Now we are moving to next question. Draw the diagram of classification of memory. Draw a diagram of classification of memory means we have to draw the diagram like this. So student, here we have to focus on the diagram. You can see there are two parts. Memory unit is divided into two parts: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory divided into two parts: RAM and ROM, and RAM divided into SRAM and DRAM. ROM divided PROM, EPROM, double EPROM. Okay, so full form of double EPROM: electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. So double EROM is there, but it is double EPROM. Okay, now here we have to move to secondary memory. Magnetic memory and optical memory. We are classifying secondary memory in two categories. Now floppy disk is given here because I think there is a lack of space. Student, you can divide magnetic memory in more parts. Here you can write H double D. Okay, and you can add pen drive also here. Magnetic memory, pen drive. Okay, magnetic tape is there, pen drive you can write. Okay, now student, so after adding magnetic memory means hard disk HDD and pen drive, you can add here also Blu-ray disc HVD as a optical disc. HVD is a optical disc, HVD, holographic versatile disk. Okay, so you can create this chart in your notebook also. Now we have to move to the next question. So that is the name the basic operations of computer system. So all basic operations are: first, computer does 5 basic operations that are input, output, process, storing and controlling. These are the basic operations of computer system. You can define these operations in your own words. Okay, now next question. What is the function of control unit? So there is the answer. Control unit is a component of computer central processing unit that directs the operation of processor. So student, you have to understand that whatever processor process, it is directed by control unit. It tells the computer's memory, arithmetical and logical unit, and input or output device how to respond to the instruction that have been sent to the processor. So control unit is the main unit of central processing unit. Okay, so it is a part of central processing unit. Everyone knows that central processing unit have basic three parts. In memory unit there are register. In control unit is the arithmetical logical unit, means three part: ALU, CU and MU. MU means memory unit. Now we are moving to the next question. Long answer type questions are there. So why CPU is called brain of the computer, and also explain its unit. Okay, so CPU means central processing unit, is called brain of the computer because all the inputs from the devices comes to it. It process the information and send the output of the device, and everything is stored it, which helps on the functions of the computer system. Now student, you have to understand that whatever processed by the computer system, it was done by the CPU, and whatever command, whatever process is done by CPU. That's why we can say that CPU is the brain of the computer. You can explain its unit from your book also. There are units, basically three units. The first, register; second, control unit; third, arithmetical logic unit. These three units are explained in your book also. You can focus on this diagram. Okay, now control unit everyone knows, arithmetical logic already we discussed. Now what are registers here? Now I'm just asking for this question, that what are registers here. Registers are the memory, fastest memory. Okay, so it is a CPU memory. Now we have to move to the next question here. Now next question is there: what do you understand by secondary storage device and why they are important? So answer is there. Secondary storage device refers to any non-volatile storage device that is internal or external to the computer. It can be any storage device beyond the primary storage that enables permanent data storage, that when we can retain, we can retrieve data from secondary storage device after a long period of time. Why it is so important? They are important because they are non-volatile, meaning it contains without the need for a power supply. Okay, so we required nothing, only we required a first time storage in secondary storage devices. These are the permanent, they have permanent data storage capacity. So it also has the large storage capacity needed to store the operating system and all the programs and files needed by a modern computer system are stored in secondary storage device. That's why these are important. Now we are going to next question. Compare primary and secondary memory. So answer is clear. Primary memory devices are semiconductor memories, and secondary memory devices are magnetic, optical and electronic memories. Primary memory can be volatile as well as non-volatile, because RAM is volatile and ROM is non-volatile. Non-volatile means permanent storage. Secondary memory is always non-volatile. Okay, now primary memory is more effective and interact more quickly with microprocessor, and secondary memory is somewhat slower in interacting with microprocessor than primary memory. So students, you have understood that what are the difference between primary and secondary memory. Now why ROM is called non-volatile and RAM is called volatile? So answer is there. RAM is referred to as a volatile memory and is lost when the power is turned off. Means whatever stored in RAM, when we switch off the computer, when power is off, the data is lost. That's why we referred RAM as a volatile. Now what is ROM? ROM is non-volatile because the contents are retained even after the power is switched off. Okay, so students, this answer was clear. Now here we have to move next question. These are the characteristics of the computer. So explain briefly the characteristic of speed, then accuracy. So everyone knows these are the basic characteristics of computer, since computer is programmed. So whatever we input, it gives result according to that. Now here storage, the computer can store mass storage, means very much amount of data is there. We can store very huge data, and data with appropriate format. Now diligency, computer can work for hours without any break and creating error, without any creating error. Now versatility means we can use computer to perform completely different types of work at the same time. Means suppose we are we are using computer in medical field, we are using computer in different areas, and we are using it in a very perfect manner, so in a very good manner we can say. Now power of remembrance, we can store data, we can retrieve data whenever we require data. Okay, so it shows that power of remembrance. Now we have to move on. I hope you have understood this. Thanks for watching and keep in touch to my channel. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you to all.